Hello, Gemini. This is going to be your weekly tarot and oracle forecast. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies for the upcoming week, break it down, and let you know how to navigate. Now, typically, I do these weekly readings on a more general level. I tend to focus to the collective, but today, this is all about you. This is for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you'd like to look at your other placements, please check out my other videos. Now, some overall themes and messages for this week. These cards couldn't wait. So, Gemini, let's get them going here. And we have Amethyst and we have Orpiment, meditation and success. There's something that you need to meditate on. You have some deep thoughts right now and you're not really sure which direction to go. Now, I know Gemini energy very, very well, and they have very high worry and anxiety. When their head hits the pillow at night, all they do is think about the who, what, when, where, why, and how, and they stress about it, which really doesn't help anything because it just causes more worry and confusion. So, this meditation that you need to do is almost a sense of relaxation and calming your mind. Okay, you might be seeking out meditation videos or music that can actually help you release a bit of that worry. Now, let's see what else you need to know. Holding space. Make room for the magic to happen by clearing out any doubts from your mind. This is my point. You can't even make it up, by the way. Look at the coloring of these cards, different decks, but very similar. This is telling you that in order to have success, you've got to make room. You've got to stop worrying about everything and let things unfold naturally. Now, what else do you need to know? Leap. Are you ready to trust and take a leap of faith? This is Fool energy. Now, recently I did post a video to my YouTube all about being a fool. I've been doing videos on tarot for self-development. And so if you'd like to check those out, there might be some messages there for you on how to let go of the overthinking so that you're not sitting on the fence and stopping yourself from a brand new beginning. Because this says you go first. The universe will catch you. Absolutely. But you got to believe that the universe is going to catch you. If you don't believe, you'll stay stuck. So let's take a look at the tarot. We're going to take a look at the energies for this week. Now, currently for you, we have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is passion in the pants, which we love. This is energy that says we're riding in hot. The only problem is that it can leave just as fast. So the thing about Geminis, and I say this to you with love, is that oftentimes you get some great ideas. You know, you wanna go after them right away, and you start, and then all of a sudden you stop. And that's why you have to be more careful with regards to your consistency. Gemini is known as the twins, right? So that's why there's a description at times about Geminis that they flip-flop. So be very careful. If there's something you want to embark on right now, you can't be flip-flopping. You've got to stay true and consistent. And this is telling you to let it be. Like if you make a decision to do something, let it be. Try it out. See where it takes you. Don't get in your own way and start thinking about all the things that could go wrong. That's why we want you to say yes, right? So let's look at the potential or challenge of that energy. The Page of Swords, spying or observing. Who is spying or observing? Is it a you? Is it a you? Is it you or is it them? I don't know who them is, but it looks like there could be some back and forth. This may be about love, actually, where somebody's on the fence, not sure what to do. Be careful with any kind of song and dance between you and another person. If you're going back and forth and nothing's shifting, then it's going to be up to you to actually be logical and decisive. See that sword? Logic and decisive. And say, this is what's best for me and I'm going to stick to it. Now, with that, we have here the tree, finding that grounded energy. See, there's that meditation aspect. Maybe an amethyst crystal might really help you right now, especially with sleep and your psychic abilities, your intuition. This is a card of evolution of the soul, growing, even your connection to source. Now, let me just share something as a side note for Geminis, and that is something I've noticed in my practice is that Geminis at a very young age saw things, heard things, felt things spiritually, but it scared them and they pushed it away. And it's later in life where they sort of go back to it and start recognizing that they have gifts and that they can explore those gifts. Let me know in the comments if that's something you experienced. Now, let's see what you should focus on this week. And we have here the Two of Pentacles. You got to simplify your life. Two of Pentacles is asking you what's at the top of your priority list. Now, I don't want to should on you and answer that, but really, ultimately, you should be number one on your list. If you're not putting yourself first, you're putting yourself last. Okay. And with that, we have, yes, take inspired action. This is telling you to go down that list, simplify your life, make things easier for yourself. Now, you're not going to change the world overnight. Okay. I can't promise you massive changes instantly, but you can you can go down that list and make it easier for yourself. If you need help with that, I can help you. I help people every day with these topics. Now, recent past, the Knight of Cups, I've seen this card so much today in the readings. You might want to check out the Taurus reading. I think even Aries have this card as well if you have those placements. Again, I was saying this in every video, it's like hand on the heart, matters of the heart. It's about being open to love, could be an offer of some sort of relationship. This is telling you to challenge the status quo. If you want different, you've got to do different, especially in love. Like if you're going round and round and round and round and nothing's changing, well, nothing's changing. And I just gave that advice to Taurus. So if you have any Taurus placements or you're dealing with a Taurus, there might be a connection there. Okay, so strength position, death and rebirth. You're going through a massive transformation and change. And I think you're struggling with that a bit, because you're trying to figure out what it means. And you don't have to worry again about the who, what, when, or why, and how. What matters is that you're taking the steps slowly but surely. And with that, you have the loons. It's interesting. I said this in a few readings the other day. I think you're too loyal. And there's nothing wrong with being loyal, but I feel like it's at your expense. You're the kind of person that reaches out and cares so much about others, but sometimes you don't feel the same reciprocation. They don't write you the same way. They don't call you the same way or text you the same way, if that makes sense. But this also says manifest your deepest desires. Are you all in for what you love? Are you passionate about something? What do you want to do moving forward? Have you thought about your goals or your intentions? You don't need a plan. I don't want you to plan, but I want you to set an intention. Now, your near future is the Page of Pentacles. It's interesting because Gemini is a very studious sign. They're good students, good communicators, right? Now, this is studying, this is learning. Have you been thinking about studying something new or learning something new? It can also be a recognition for hard work. It can also be an offer. So let's see what else you need to know. And we have here, yes, the time has come. Interesting. It's about time. So let's take a look at the suggested approach here. Six of Pentacles, equal giving and receiving. I also saw this in the Pisces reading, I believe, and Aries, if I'm not mistaken. This is about investing, right? This is about balance, a return on investment. So what you put out, right, is going to sort of dictate what you're getting in return. What kind of energy are you in? If you're in confusion and I don't know, you're going to get confusion and I don't know. If you're clear and concise, then you're going to get clear and concise. I mean, look at the compass card here, 22. You're building something. You're building your future, right? You're going in the right direction. Now, you might be doubting whether you're going in the right direction, but how will you know unless you try? I always use the analogy of a Roomba vacuum. What does a Roomba vacuum do? It spins around the room, it hits the wall, and it redirects itself. And you can too. There's no shame in that, okay? So understand that you are seeking truth. You're finding your way. You may not know where you're going, but that's okay. You're going to figure it out. Now, what do you need to know here? The Five of Pentacles, I just talked about this with Taurus. You've got to be so careful of negative thinking or feeling like you're left out in the cold. It could very well be that somebody ghosted you or somebody makes you feel like you're an outsider, but understand, you can't let other people make you feel that way. You have to have the boundaries. You've got to know who you are. You've got to go on the journey to find you. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. And with that, we have the bellows. All of this is a catalyst for major change. I mean, we just had a 22 card. Now we've got a 33 card, master numbers, teaching and learning. Again, that's sort of Page of Pentacles. This is that idea that there's a catalyst for your change here. Something is lighting a fire under your rear right now. Can you feel it? Do you feel the heat? Are you ready to make a move? I know it might be scary, but it could also be the best thing that ever happens to you. Now, the hope and or fear is the Star card, and the Star card is all about healing and blessings and wishes coming true. You're hoping for healing, of course. You might fear it as well because it's kind of like, what am I going to worry about when I have nothing to worry about? And there's the owl. You're hoping for clarity. You're hoping for communication. You might fear seeing something that you may not like. I don't know why I want to tell you that, but look, it's going to be okay. You're exploring the unknown, and that's important right now because you're going to figure out what's going on. Now, your probable outcome right now for this week, King of Cups. I've seen this already today. Look, Knight of Cups, King of Cups, very strong in these readings right now. This is an energy that says being in tune with your heart and with your emotions. And I like that for you. But don't make decisions based on emotions either. I want you balanced. Ooh. I don't know if you're dealing with a water sign, but the messenger here or the rider is coming in with something to tell you. This could be a younger person. There's news, message. Can also mean full speed ahead for you. I really hope this resonates. Let's take a Power of Surrender card just to see what you need to surrender or surrender to. Are you ready? Okay, let's see. Surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. Trust the process. Allow things to unfold naturally. I really hope this resonates with you. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box below. Thank you again, and I wish you the most amazing week.